every system, whether man-made system or a natural system, every system, in order to be a whole or a total system, has three separate systems inside every whole system that exists, that has ever existed. One really simple example of a whole system is family. The three separate systems inside the whole system of family is mother, father, and child. Without mother, father, and child working together in this system, the wholeness of the system collapses, and we're not a system of totality. We're an unhealthy system regarding the system. For every whole system, man-made or naturally, there's three separate systems inside each whole system. And these three separate systems, they have to be respected, treated individually, and recognized as a system all unto themselves. Still, at the same time, functioning together to keep the totality of the greater system. Another example of a whole system, let's talk time. There are three separate systems within the totality of time. Those three separate systems are past, present, and future. And there are three laws of physics that every three separate systems inside a totality system has to function by in order to keep that whole system healthy in a state of totality. So, regarding past, present, and future in the totality of time, past, present, and future has to be respected as individual, as separate, with their own identity, with their own realities, with their own programs. Still, the three laws of physics that these three separate systems have to function by is correspondence, similarities, and unity. Correspondence simply means that past, present, and future must be able to communicate with one another, to respect one another, to have conversation, to literally correspond. We have to think in our present regarding our past. In our present, think regarding our future and process these on a conscious level. Also, another law of physics is similarities. As we think consciously to allow correspondence between our present, our past, and our future, we need to consciously be aware of similarities to our past, our present, and our future. The third law of physics regarding these three separate systems being able to have a totality of systems in our life for us is unity. Unity is a little more difficult to understand in that unity actually is a subconscious process of looking for information that's different, that's not going to compare and get along. And the subconscious does not do a process of trying to make these more similar. It's a process of being able to literally unify the differences. Unify the differences between our present, our past, our future, and simply have this be a conscious process where our time in our life can be a totality of time. The totality of time is a whole nother subject and can take us to some awesome states of being as we go about our daily functions in our conscious mind. Simply being able to know these systems, whether man-made or natural, and what each system is inside these systems. And these three laws of physics is all that it takes to get these systems to function together as a totality of systems. This information is wonderful information to have. The reality here is that we can actually do these things. We can take conscious control and consciously ourselves go through this process of corresponding, of finding our own similarities and comparing consciously, of being able to find differences and ways of unifying these to keep us, to make us as beings, whole beings, living in the totality of everything that whether nature, it's naturally made for us, or man-made, we can be total beings in any of these systems with these three laws of physics and knowing these three individual systems in each.